Hey everyone, it's me, Reese, and it's been a long time. I just wanted to kind of make an update and talk to you a little bit about what's going on with the Transcending Gender Project, which is being relaunched as Transcend Magazine. And I've had some sort of life changes just in the last couple of weeks that are good and positive, and have been hard in some ways, but are really good and positive, and are going to allow me to really dedicate the time and the passion that I have for this project. That's kind of been a little bit on the back burner for the last year or so. From the beginning, I envisioned the Transcending Gender Project as a global project, and I sort of struggled with how to make that happen. The Transcending Gender Project was really a fine art project of my photography, and that's great. And as an artist, certainly, that's what we do. We make photographs and tell stories. But to really make this project as real and authentic and as it needs to be, and to make it the ultimate vision for this project and its goals, really is going to require something different and something new besides just my photography. And it's going to require more voices. It's going to require a collaboration. And so I'm very, very excited to talk a little bit about what's going to be happening. The first new thing about Transcend Magazine, as opposed to the Transcending Gender Project, is going to be that it's going to feature the work and the collaboration between um, many different voices. We're going to be bringing on editorial and creative directors to the project. We're going to be bringing on photographers and videographers. We're going to be bringing on all kinds of different content creators that are trans and gender nonconforming and non-binary voices. So all of this work will be produced by trans and gender nonconforming and non-binary folks. There will be an opportunity for people to collaborate and have their work seen and have their voice heard. This will be, whether it's videographers, whether it's filmmakers, or whether it's writers or photographers or artists. It's a very, very exciting time to be able to really make this a true collaboration, because I'm just one voice and I'm just one perspective, and I come from a place of privilege in that perspective. So I'm very, very excited to be able to feature all kinds of different voices in this project. The other big thing with this project is that I had always envisioned including other countries and making this a truly global perspective. And it hasn't happened yet, because I really struggled with the idea of marching into other communities and other countries where I don't live and I'm not there every day, and going in and trying to tell their story from an outside perspective. That doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't feel fair or right or authentic to me. Um, you know, I can go in and I can make a beautiful, I can make a beautiful photograph or write a beautiful story about those people, but it's not authentic. I'm not there every day, and those people need to have a place to tell their own stories, and I feel very strongly about that. It doesn't mean that I won't travel to those places and make those connections, and really just connect with these people. But it doesn't feel authentic or right for me to just go in as an outsider and to tell those stories. And what I want, I would consider myself a journalist, and one of the things that I think I really struggle with in journalism now, I mean, I know that there is a certain process for journalism. You have the media come in, and it's very typical for them to write a story about you, and you don't even get to see it before it publishes. And I understand that the media has a reason for doing what they do, but I don't feel that that is an authentic process, and it's not a process that I want to commit myself to. I don't have a problem with telling working together to create a story that is authentic. I don't understand, for me and for this project especially, and especially with trans and gender nonconforming people who have been so exploited by the media and have really, taken their time and emotional energy to tell their stories to especially mainstream media, and don't even get to see the product to just say, hey, this is authentic and this is who I really am before it publishes. I mean, I feel like that has been a real problem, especially regarding trans individuals and gender nonconforming individuals in the news and in the media recently. And I feel like that's how a lot of misinformation happens. And so I really want this to be a true collaboration, and I want this to be a project and a publication, and really it's going to be multimedia content, to be something that is truly authentic and truly collaborative. So I'm very excited about this, and I've already identified some folks, across the globe. I've got a woman in India, I've got a guy in Uganda, and working to really bring on the right people to spearhead this project. But those people will act sort of as editorial and creative directors, and they will work within their communities to generate their stories, the stories that they want to tell, and they will be published to this platform in both English and their native languages as well. So I'm very, very excited about this project. It's new and different, and I feel like we've been missing a really global perspective. I think in the United States we get a little ethnocentric here, and just kind of in our own little bubble. And I know that everybody is just trying to survive no matter what country you live in. That's a truth. But I think that, in the United States, we do have it a lot easier than a lot of countries out there. And we do have certain privileges that maybe those countries don't have. And so I'm excited to be able to really publish create this truly global platform so that we can really try to understand each other from all over the world. Because I don't know. I just think it's a better way of doing this. I think that we have to be conscious of what's going on in the world. I think it's an important thing, and so I'm excited for this platform. If you have any questions, certainly you can email us at transcendmagonline@gmail.com. I'm going to be working over the next few weeks to really just cultivate this team. Like I said, I've got some folks that are already committed, and I'm very, very excited. So anyway, I would love to have your support for our Patreon. What this Patreon is going to go towards is going to be, I'll tell you right now, is going to be travel expenses, and it's going to be expenses for paying content creators. We won't have a lot to pay them at first. I certainly would like to gain some sponsorship, and I'm working towards that. But I really, really feel that these content creators that are working should be paid for their work, and so that's really a primary focus and goal for me, is to be able to pay content creators and just cover travel expenses. So really excited. Thanks for your support. Feel free to share or become a Patreon supporter, and we look forward to creating some amazing stories and videos for you to watch and share, both through our website and through social media. One other thing real quick, I'll keep it under 10 minutes, sorry, is that I feel very strongly, this will be on a digital platform. I feel very strongly that digital content should be accessible to everyone, so that will be free. There will not be a membership fee for that, and we will be doing an annual sort of special limited edition print run of an actual physical magazine, and we'll also have a merchandise line as well that will help support us as well. So I'm really excited for that, but we would love to have your support, and we really can't wait to bring you this awesome content. So thanks, appreciate it, take care.